What up, fish people? Kenny E with Etiquette Aquatics, and as always, my lovely wife Danny is with me. Anyway, fish peeps, how are we this evening? My wife asked me to spare you the horn. She didn't think we had very good reaction, so Vikings won today, but I will spare you of the horn.
1 week in a row is enough. It's a miracle they made two, but you know.
James at Fish Room Fever, how are you, bub?
I hope everybody appreciates the efforts that I've gone to restrain your horn blowage.
Yeah.
Fish Tank Barn, no horn, you beat the Lions.
Well, now, Mike, that's not saying much. I mean, beating you guys, we're tied with you, 3-5 or whatever we are.
Oh, too funny. All right, Fish Room Fever. Hello, and
he's probably doing water changes. He always does his water changes on Sunday, I think he said. How you doing, Carrie Hefferncorn? Good to see you. You guys came in way early. I was going to do my normal thing, and I'm already way behind, so I don't want to offend anybody. Welcome to the chat all tonight.
Kimberly and Ro are on now too. Roland.
Hey, Roland, how you doing, sir? Seems like I haven't seen you in ever. Darlene, thanks. Good to see you. Fish Dreams, good to see you. Color Guppies, Chris Patterson, good to see you.
Cody-san.
Mr. Cody-san in the house. How you doing, Ian? With Atkins Nature Aquariums.
So we just had an Oktoberfest, which included a bunch of fishy people, and we all got to talking fish. There's a whole bunch of new fish going on. Nature Aquariums, hello.
Ian, there will for sure be an online Greater Portland Aquarium Society meeting next week at high noon. And we are going to have a full-fledged auction. So if you have fish that you need to drop for the BAP, you can do that Sunday morning after 9 to noon. So,
yep. And Ryan is here today, Ryan Brown. And I was just thinking about you. I need to get some more Limnophilia aromatica from you.
Alex with the history living in your aquarium. Good to see you, sir.
So Fish Room Fever says, pulling order. Very pleased and grateful to be so busy.
Never can complain when you're busy, sir. That's a good deal.
Hey, Alex is here.
Yep. I said hello like 10 minutes ago.
Oh, see, I'm always behind. Why am I always so behind? You know, it was really funny. Ken tells me the other day that everybody's got me figured out. They know how to tell when it's me in the chat now, because I always call everybody by their YouTube names, and Ken always calls everybody by their real first names. And that is very, very true. Ken's much better at names than I am, number one. But number two, I get scared that I'd do the wrong person and offend somebody. And I just, I'd rather stick to your YouTube name. I know how to spell it. I know what's up there, and I'll get it right every time.
Hey, Pam, good to see you. Mr. GRB in the house. Good to see you, sir.
So, yeah, we got stuck in not stuck in. We were privileged to be a part of a bunch of fish discussions today. And my friend Kim Holtz has little itty bitty microscopic, just teeny tiny green tiger barb babies. And I'm so excited. Those are so cool.
Did you see what Dan Slee said to you? No. Danny, I don't know how you would keep my real name and my YouTube name straight. I made it so tricky.
So Dan Slee. I know, but hey, when I say hey Dan Slee, I'm getting it right on both accounts, right? Same with Candy. And Catfish Terry is fairly, I can understand that, his name is Terry. And Chattanooga Ed made it very evening. Now, Fish Room Fever would throw me for a loop if I didn't know that was James.
Hey, Carrie with Science Gal Aquatics. Great to see you. Hey, Alex, appreciate the super chat, my friend. Thanks for the show every Sunday. Much love. Best of regards. Thank you so much, Alex. We appreciate you, bro.
Thank you. That was very, very nice.
And I enjoyed your stream the other night, Alex. It was awesome.
Streetwise, that's such a nice thing to say. You guys are always such a source of smiles. That's fabulous. You guys, this is the time of year that we most look forward to. At least as a shrimp keeper, I do. It's the time of year that I keep plastic baggies in my car and I fill them with oak leaves and magnolia leaves and alder cones and let me see if I can get this in the picture. Yeah, magnolia seed pods. Yes. So it's that time of year to go collecting for your shrimpies.
And then she occasionally forgets where she puts them, and they're on the ground, and my clumsy toes always find them, and they always feel so good squishing between your toes, those pods especially. So then I spend 3 days picking the slivers out between my toes. It's awesome.
The adult version of Legos. When you have kids, you're always stepping on Legos. Alder cones do the same thing.
Hey, Rockford, good to see you, my friend. Good to see you, the other Tiffany.
Punchy Paint says, this time of year I carry baggies too. Fill them with snow. Yes, when you're stuck in your car and you're trying to heat them up to give yourself thawed out water, Yeah, I get that. But all the leaves are starting to fall here. And TSA would have a field day. What's in all these bags, Mama?
Well, now you did it. They want explanation what's in each bag, so you might want to tell them what's in there.
These are my magnolia leaves. They're great for adding tannins to your shrimp.
What was in the other one?
I had alder cones.
Alder cones. Okay.
And I had oak leaves.
Guys, it's awesome she does it, but it is hilarious seeing the neighbors' faces when my wife's out collecting their leaves. It has to be the perfect leaf, so if she doesn't like it, she just kind of flicks it like a cigarette. Ding.
Well, okay. I have a thing. Okay, I got to show you the difference. So, you see how this oak leaf has more rounded leaves? Some of them are really pointy, and I don't like the pointy ones. I like the rounded leaf kind.
Alex, I'm telling you, brother, let me know the next time you're going to do that, man. I will make the trip up to Seattle to go do that with you.
To do what?
Mushroom hunting, natural mushrooms.
Oh gosh, yes, I love. In fact, down south in
Plus, he knows which ones that are probably safe for me to eat. I'd probably come home with all the poisonous ones, and they'd read about us in the paper,
I got a bunch of morels outside of a church down south. And I was out there. I saw him outside the window. I went, oh! I went running out and grabbing all the mushrooms out there. And they went, what are you doing? But I think the funniest instance of me collecting shrimp treats was when me and my friend were in a drive-through at Taco Bell. And I said, oh my gosh, there's alder cones laying all over the ground over there. I'm going to go get them. So I grabbed a baggie. It was a shopping bag out of the back of her car. And I raced out of the car. I'm like, you go ahead. You go through the drive-through and get our food. And I'm going to collect these cones. So I'm over there running through this drive-through in the median between two parking lots, and I am literally throwing all these alder cones into bags, and everybody's watching me as they're going through the drive-through. So just to be funny, when I actually got done collecting them before she made it all the way through the drive-through, so I went and started doing Chinese fire drill around her car, and then got back in.
Yeah, Rich, I bet you your name is a tough one to figure out there. Welcome to the screen.
Everybody's going to give me so much crapola for this.
Oh.
And I know Foxy's Fishes is Roxy. It's not that I...
Speaking of which, hello, Roxy. I don't think either of us said hello when you came in.
I just have a thing about using people's YouTube names. So now if you have any doubt at all, if you know that Kenny knows your name and you see me call you by your YouTube name, you know it's going to be me.
Hey, Fishy Man, how are you, sir? See, I don't know all their names yet.
This is true. I would say more than not.
Yes. Hey, Furlough, good to see you, sir. Furlough's Aquatics.
So I want to get a new strain of shrimp, but it's getting to be the cold season, so people are less willing to ship fish, or it's not as safe to fish ships. I don't know, shrimps. I'm sorry, shrimps and fish, I guess. So I'm gonna have to wait till spring to get my next line of shrimpies, but looking forward to getting some tanks set up and get them all cycled and ready for them. So that gives me what, 3-4 months.
Welcome back to the chat, Jess. Good to see you. And welcome to the chat, Mr. Rob93. How are you this evening?
T-Bones Fishies. Good day, Danny.
I already said hello to him earlier, so he knew.
But he specifically called me out.
Yes, he did.
Unless there's another Danny in the chat.
Because, again, we got this backwards.
Stop it.
Because it's Danny. Hold on, let me get this right. It's Danny Ken.
Do we have to get
Danny
this
Ken.
all the time? Dan Sleeve. Cough. Cardina. Cough. So Rob93, I was cracking up at one of your shows the other day when you were doing something with banana leaves. I about died laughing. So I appreciated it. I appreciated that particular video. I think I even commented on it. But, oh, I got to tell you. So this tank behind me, I don't know if you can see the little guys darting around every once in a while, but those are my zebra acaras. And my biggest male in there is getting the most striking, wonderful coloration. I'm so excited. I'm going to have to do like a really special video on these guys because they're really starting to come out.
Your excitement, I understand. However, I know for a fact when they're starting to color up, it's time to probably separate a few of them. Or you're going to you're going to start finding little dead zebra acara.
Well, they don't seem to be picking on each other yet any more than they have been since birth. So that's okay. And but the male in there, the biggest male, is getting great colors. I'm super excited about it. And really, I will need to set up more tanks. Hey,
Chewy, how are you, sir? Good to see you. And Dank Tank's in the house. Good to see you.
McKim, I'm always carrying pH 6 water from my LFS in a large plastic thing. Everyone looks at me thinking it's moonshine.
You should ask them. Take it one step further, Mickey M. Ask them for if they'd like a sip. They'll figure it out real quick then.
Yeah, my best friend's got a pH of, I think, about 6. I brought home a bottle of her water so that I could test the pH in it. Because I figure I go over there every Saturday anyway. So I asked her if I could bring home a few 5-gallon buckets full of water. Really.
How you doing, Zen? Good to see you. Zen Ginger in the house.
So GRB says, my tiny little chocolate cichlids look to have settled in well, although they are still a bit shy. But at only 2 inches, I don't blame them for hiding. Yeah, they like lots of cover, and they're super cool when they're like hunting to eat, when they're looking for like if you feed them frozen brine shrimp.
Or mosquito larvae.
Yeah, they're super cool looking little fish. I really like them. They're really, really good. So we had something interesting happen in one of our tanks the other night. Ken has a golden wonder killifish over here. And all of a sudden, that fish decided that he was not going to tolerate any blueberry tetras in that tank, and he started chasing them relentlessly all over the tank. And I kept telling Ken, come in here. Ken, look at this. Look what your killifish is doing. So Ken ended up bringing my blueberry tetras into my tank in the bedroom. And then all of a sudden, the Celebus half-beaks start chasing the blueberry tetras all over the tank. They're not chasing any of the other tetras, just the blueberry tetras. And I'm thinking, why are blueberry tetras persecuted in the fishy world? Why? I just don't understand.
Yeah, it was even worse the second time around.
No, the killifish was way worse. But still.
She says, yeah, GRB says, yes, Danny, I feed my little chocolate cichlids, live daffia, and Athena, and it's cool to watch. Yes, I bet it is.
They are, so with the shape of their little head and the way that they come out from underneath the leaves, and it's just this little pointed head, just, and they're just so cool to watch. Do you see what Mickey M said? Exactly, yeah. Kenny, LOL. I always wish the police will stop me and ask serious questions, but they always seem to have other things to do.
Right?
GRB, oops, live Daphne and mosquito larvae.
I knew what you mean, GRB.
But really, why? Why do you think my little blueberry cichlids are getting like persecuted? The world according to Jim. I saw him in Lonnie's stream the other day.
Now tomorrow, guys, in case you didn't know, Mr. Catfish Terry's birthday is tomorrow, and he will be streaming. So if y'all haven't taken time to ever go by and check out Catfish Terry, just stop on by, say happy birthday, and give him a like. And if you haven't done so, subscribe. He's a heck of a nice guy. Cool peeps. How old you going to be tomorrow, Terry? 29?
Cody, son, winter is coming. Keep your toes warm with Daniken aquatic socks.
Well, I forgot I made socks. We need to get the hoodies done. I need to get those done tomorrow.
Cody said, oh my gosh, you are an absolute riot.
He was another one I did not want to leave. I wish I could have had like 3 days with him.
See, GRB says, I kept a pair of chocolate cichlids 20 years ago for about 10 years. Very cool personality fish. The female was my favorite fish until I got my Trimac.
Yes.
There's
Trimacs,
a big difference in
Trimacs are such a cool fish, GRB. I love those fish.
Foxy's fishes said, Terry's ageless.
Ageless Terry.
There you go. I like that. That's a good word. Fishy one. Sorry, did I make a noise when I did that? I don't know. What's the sound when they make when they eat, Danny? I don't remember what I did. I actually didn't know I made a sound. Oh.
So I've been creeping my wife out the last day. I got hooked on this series. Her name's Dr. G. You guys ever watch this lady? I mean, she like does autopsies and stuff. I mean, I'm like checking it out. But then I'm like telling her, I'm like, wait, she just described everything that you go through, and that lady's on a table. Hello, when were you going to tell me this stuff? You got serious, you know? So now she doesn't want me watching that show anymore.
No.
I asked too many questions otherwise.
Yeah. Well, and the doctors put me on a new medication that made me sick all week long. I didn't take it yesterday or today just because I needed a couple of days of not being sick. So Zen Ginger says, yes, Dr. G is awesome. Yes, she really is. She's very, very, very cool. Furloughs Aquatics. I just turned 38 the other day, but my body feels like I just turned 83.
Yeah.
LOL, snap, grabble, pop every morning.
Yeah, I imagine, Alex, that is hard to explain. Once you start telling them what you're doing, you show them bags of fish, they're instantly done. He's talking about how, because I've met people in parking lot to sell fish or pick up fish before. I get it. And when you're sitting there with fish, the cops see the baggie and wonder what's in it. And when you show them fish, you're like, whoa.
Carrie of Science Gal Aquatics says, agreed with Zen Ginger. Dragonlord says, oh, hush, Furlough. Try being 71. Yes, but the flip side of that would be 17, and that's what I'd like to feel like again.
I'm not greedy at this point. You know what? 30 sounds real good to me. I don't have to be 17 again.
Oh, wasn't that like the perfect age where you weren't too old to enjoy life, but you're young and you're young enough to have everything working properly? That was a good age. Mickey M. Male killies always case all the other fish till they are out of the territory. Loads of plants and sight bearers, or a thick layer of leaves helps.
You know what's strange, Mickey? That tank is full of other tetras, barbs, all kinds of fish, and he only goes after those blueberries. That's the only ones that they go after. They leave everybody else alone.
Yeah. And I don't know what got into him. And he was doing fine with them for months. And then all of a sudden, just the other day, he decided, hey, I don't like blueberry tetras anymore.
Hey, Jesse, good to see you, my friend. Drive safely home.
Yes. So I got some guppies from Jesse. And I got to tell you, those guppies, the populations are just exploding. And they have such happy little babies. They're just all over the place. They're all over in the guppy grass, and they're growing really fast too. So Chattanooga says, I'll be sending some of your guppies to you, Jesse, and Aunt next time James comes over.
Gavin Hall, welcome to the chat. Good to see you.
He says, send me a fish. And Gavin says, send me a lot. Yeah.
Yes, they do.
True. Yeah.
So that's there. What are you trying to say, Rocket Fish? That my fish hates the Vikings?
The blueberry tetras look like Vikings jerseys. It's kind of true. They're really super pretty.
Hi, Sharon. Good to see you, Sharon Miller. Has anybody kept giant Colombian ram's horn snails? I'm getting some off of eBay and heard they will chow down on plants. I've never personally kept them.
I've seen them. I've seen them on that movie that show that I used to watch all the time, Naked and Afraid. I know. Yes, I watch stupid stuff like that too.
Oh boy!
But one time I had some friends over.
Seeing a bunch of people our age is so attractive naked.
Hey, you know, but listen, this was really cool during one of the episodes. It's something fishy you would never think about. So there was a group or a couple that was down in South America. And in one of the scenes, there was a fish swimming in the stream next to the guy that I just went bonkers over. So I saved that episode and I waited for our friends to come over from the club and everything. And I started asking him, what is that fish? What is that fish? And it's a fish that I'm now trying to track down. It was in Honduras. Oh, man, it was gorgeous. I think it's a goby type fish, and it is so cool. So, you know, you can learn things and find new fish species to like, even on Naked and Afraid. Can you please switch us back now? Yes, it was. In all of its glory, but it was beautiful.
Don't get her going fishing, Mon.
But I'd like to know how many other people found fish they liked on Naked and Afraid.
Anthony T, good to see you.
Oh, ram's horns can chow down easily on tough plants like Vallisneria, so soft plants do not stand a chance. Well, all ram's horns or just that type of ram's horn, the Colombian one? Mickey M. Killy Male recently done its first successful spawning. Seen same chasing and biting on my few J barbs and my Physomenian conjugum. I don't know what that is.
I wouldn't even attempt that one. Might increase when the fry comes.
Interesting. So yeah, Ken and I were driving home from our Oktoberfest get together, and I saw a magnolia tree out in somebody's yard, and I was like, ooh, I almost made Ken stop so I could go and knock on the people's door to see if I could harvest all the pods off their tree. But I think I'll walk up there tomorrow.
I don't think the people might. Oh no, all those laser dots on your chest right now are nothing to worry about, sweetie. I'm sure they're perfectly okay with it.
That's why I would go and knock on the door and ask, do you care if I take some of the pods off your tree? Or next year for Mother's Day, you could buy me a magnolia tree.
Yeah. Maybe I could replace the tree you viciously stole from me.
He's never going to get over the tree. Ever get over the tree. So there was this tree. It was mostly dead, and it was like not
beautiful
growing
red.
Straight up and down. It was not growing straight up and down. It was sideways. And so I had my son haul the truck up to it, and we attached the tree to the truck and hauled it out of the yard. And I put it on the side of the house to chop up into tiny pieces to put into the yard debris can. And my husband came home. You would have thought I'd killed his firstborn child the way he went on about that tree.
I was not a happy camper. Well, happy birthday, Priscilla's son. How you doing, Priscilla?
Calendar is sent. We were just talking about that on the way home.
Yep, I'm going to hit my calendar. Banowski takes, good to see you, sir.
So having a nice rain event here in Western Australia, providing me with some fresh rainwater for my tanks. Nice, lazy, rainy day watching Danny and Kenny.
The tank I have, my giant Columbia ram's horn, is the only tank I have. No plants in. Okay.
So
I guess I've seen those in person then, because I think I know what they look like now.
They're big.
Yeah, Cody's done pointing them out to me while I was there. I remember them now.
So
higher aggression when male killer. Read that, Danielle, quick. Mickey M.
Higher aggression male killie sees his own fry for the first time, although we cannot see them. Might explain the rays of aggression, maybe?
Oh, Chattanooga Ed, that's sweet of you, buddy. I appreciate it. Chattanooga Ed, to donate to your magnolia tree.
Aw, thank you.
Much appreciated, Ed. Now, guys, he's another one I'm going to talk about for a moment. Ed he's finally busted the 600 mark. We are less than 400 away from finally getting Mr. Ed to 1,000, which he greatly deserves. He's only on like 6 days a week. Can't believe the guy isn't already at like 3,000 to be truthful, but good guy. If you haven't taken the time to check out Ed's channel, do so. You'll really, really like him. T-Bone Fishes, I appreciate you, bro. We appreciate the $2 super chat.
It's
always appreciate it. Oh, let me see what it is. Oh, it's the one that says cool.
Awesome. Thank you very much. Very appreciated.
And of course, Miss Candy on the spot, dropping the link for the channels there. And Catfish, appreciate you dropping everybody's links tonight. That's awesome. And I've always told my mods that you don't even have to ask my permission. If there's something that you believe in, I trust you and you're a mod, and you're welcome to drop whatever link you please.
So yes, Ian, I will save you some magnolia seed pods if I get the owner's permissions to go harvest their tree.
Who's wanting them?
Ian.
Oh, Ian, yeah.
So yeah, I love those pods. These are the pods, and the little shrimpies just love to crawl and eat, and it's like a giant treat to them, and it's fun to watch them all collect all over the top of it.
Yeah, I was like, what? She showed me, and I mean, they literally, the minute that thing hits the bottom, I don't know if it's like shrimp crack or what. I mean, they come out of every orifice of that tank and they're on it, man, within seconds, it seems like.
Hi, Hat Trick Farm.
Hi, Joey. Catfish Terry, I forgot to tell you that.
What?
If you would have got up early this morning, you would have saw Joey on Father Fish. I got up at 5 a.m. and I witnessed it. Joey was on a stream today.
LP lurking. Good evening, Danny and Kenny. Well, good evening.
How you doing there, LP? Hello, Miss Muffet 929.
Oh, Kimberly. She says, I think my mom has a magnolia tree. I'll see if I can get some tomorrow or Tuesday. Yeah,
oh,
definitely.
Nice.
Let's stock up. I love this time of year. It's like Shrimp Fest. And it's all for free. So awesome. In fact, somebody came over, they said, hey, do you need any oak leaves? And I was like, no, because I have all these baskets of oak leaves downstairs. So I love using those in my shrimp tanks. And I saw the way that Roland and Kim were breeding their green tiger barbs, and I'm going to do that same setup for these ruby barbs that I have in this tank over here, Kenny.
Yeah. How you doing there, Mary Page? Good to see you.
So William Pridemore says, I want a mangrove tree for a saltwater tank. Amazon, and you can get, I think we got the red magnolia, and they do fabulously in our saltwater tank. Our brackish.
Sorry, your camera was doing weird things.
My camera?
Yeah, you were all blurred out and you like had an alien face. It was a trip, man.
Oh, that's called being pixelated, Ken.
Say, there you have it, Catfish. Alex from the Secret History Living in Your Aquarium saw her too. So you have 2 witnesses that saw Joey sighting this morning. Actually, there's 3 witnesses because Mary Page is in here. She can vouch too.
So Alex, the Secret History of Living in Your Aquarium says Annie Oakley, Danny Oakleaf.
Yeah.
So true.
Well, I blame you and Lucas Bretz, Alex. You guys are the ones always talking about the natural stuff you could do to your aquarium. I'm sure she got a lot of it from you guys.
Yeah, and William Pridemore, the magnolia trees that we got, they were just like, little ones, but I think
mangrove. We got mangrove.
Yeah.
We got the red mangrove.
Yeah. But so we got those, but I think they were like $30 for like 15 of them. It was like incredibly reasonably priced to get them.
I've already got to figure out a way to make. My wife thinks I can actually. I know better. She's like, oh, we can just take the lid off these guys. No, we can't. Those mud skippers can jump like 12 feet in the air. It seems like. No,
they cannot. To goodness, Anthony T's tanks. I look better when pixelated.
Appreciate that there, Ed. Yes, he is amazing as well, Mr. Pepling Creek Aquatics. I had a blast on his farm. He has got the most gorgeous setup there. And he's got some cool fish.
Yes, Mickey, and it's beautiful. All those leaves in the tank. Love the leaves in my tanks. Nice color, mixing with colors of plants in the tank, creating a new hiding places for pistos and other fish. It's so fun to watch them swim in and out and under, around, and yeah, I enjoy it too. This one behind me is finally, some of the tannins are finally starting to clear up out of it. It's not quite as tanniny as it was, but I probably should throw some more oak leaves in there. What are you doing?
Mine was starting to pixelate. I don't know what's going on with this stream tonight.
That's okay. We can be pixelated. T-Bone's Fishies gave us a super sticker.
Yes, he gave us a big smiley face. Thank you there, T-Bone. Appreciate you, brother.
Very, very sweet.
Oh, sure. Rub it in, Alex. He says, I'm going to Redfish Bluefish's place tomorrow. And
on any requests on what to film up at Jason's, we're shooting all the fish for the website launch. Cool.
Nice.
Yeah, that's great.
How about all of them, sir? Yeah,
I'm excited to see Bentley's, more Bentley's guppies up there.
Yeah, Jason, he's like a giddy little school kid right now, man. I get the biggest kick out of him.
But see, Kim and Roland, I think, had some of Bentley's guppies and didn't even know it. I knew they had them, but they didn't know what they had. So.
Yeah, I know what you want.
What does he want?
At Dragon Lair. That's what Alex said.
But I want to know what he wants. I think the black Venezuelan.
That's what Dragon Lair's all tripped out about.
Yes, very true. Everybody needs to go by and say happy birthday to Catfish Terry on his birthday.
Terry, I didn't notice if there was a link yet or not. What time are you streaming tomorrow, Terry?
And GRB Aquatics says, did everyone see all the hundreds of crayfish Big J got recently? Yeah, Dragon Lair. I think might be. I know. I agree with you. Dragon Lair. I would like to get about 10 of those. I wish.
So Rockford Fish Keeper says, I had a great idea. I'm going to buy up all the extra Mad Guy hats. And on top of the bill, I saw Make Aquarium Great again, better.
Make Aquariums great. Awesome.
Yep.
Always.
Mary Page, appreciate the super sticker, and she left us. Let's see what she's got here. She gave us the cool sign. Thank you, Mary Page. Appreciate that. And also, let me say thank you to Petzotics. He gave you a Magnolia tree fund. All these guys want to make sure you get a tree.
Yeah, Magnolia tree. And then Secret of History, living in your aquarium says, haha, yay, plants. Plant some magnolia trees if you have space in the yard. Yes, I do. In the front.
Pam, thank you so much for pooping on my stream. I appreciate it. Thank you, Pam. I'm not kinky, though. Hey, Larry D, welcome to the chat, my friend. Good to see you.
Good. Oh my gosh. Oh, yeah, I did see you, Alex, did set on Mains, Tails, Furs, and Fins and Chubb's line the other stream the other week. That was really
Jess,
good.
I see you put it down for the stream tomorrow night, but you forgot to put your link there for it. And you are a mod, so put your link down there, sister.
Huh. Yeah. So Black Yama says black Venezuelan Corys ought to be bred common soon then. Quite easy from what I... And then it just went flying up from what I know.
Yeah, the chat is moving tonight.
I know.
I received some Magnolian tree seeds from China. Don't ask. When is the best time to plant a magnolia seed? Spring?
Spring, I would think, but you want to make sure it doesn't get too dry. You want to keep it in some like humus or humus soil. Jeremy, don't plant the magnolias out front. The last one didn't. And then it stopped. So Jeremy's telling us not to plug it out, to plant it out front, because he's the one that drug your other tree out of the yard.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember. Dragonlair says, YouTube won't let me poop on streams anymore.
Oh, black and orange blue Buenos.
Yeah. Terry said, they just told Terry, you better go take a nap. It's going to be a long night.
Why?
Tomorrow's his birthday.
Oh. I remember Ken was watching Catfish's Terry's stream one night, and all of a sudden, everybody started getting super worried, and people started contacting Terry's son because Terry had wandered off screen saying somebody was messing with his truck, and he never came back. And so his son went down there to where Catfish Terry was fishing to figure out what was going on. But I thought it was so cool of the YouTube community to come together to contact Terry's son to make sure that Terry was okay. It was like really cool. I just think that's like an amazing thing that this FishTube community does. Boy, really taking care of each other, and I love it. Stupid auto correct. Larry D's Tanks and Moors. Whoa. Okay.
What's going on, Fishy Biz? Good to see you, sir. Yeah. Also, if you guys haven't been watching, Priscilla does an awesome stream on Monday nights as well, where she does fish art, and she has amazing art. I've got her calendar coming. Be here tomorrow.
Yes. Thank you, Anthony. Anthony T's Tanks. Says, okay, thanks. Spring and summer are very dry here in Western Australia. Received 20 seeds, so can afford to try some now when rainy.
Ah.
Well, yeah, you know.
He's totally opposite of us.
Opposite, yeah. That's right. So, yes, now might be the time to be planting them.
Fishy Bees.
Because I was literally just reading about magnolia pods earlier today. So, Cody's son, Rockford, you should have gotten a hold of me. I've got about 30 F1 fry growing out. I like that name. Fishy Biz Aquatics.
Fishy Bees.
Oh, GRB, has the red flesh been cleaned off the seeds? You know, I was just reading about all that today. It's so weird that everybody's talking about that. And it's probably because I brought up magnolias.
How you doing, Chris John? Good to see you.
Yeah. So what was your most exciting fishy thing this week, Kenny?
They're still in here messing around. I noticed now that I put that flat cleats of shale in there, or whatever that is. What did I put in there? Flat rock. Anyway, the paratilapia she is starting to drop her little deal. So I think I'm going to have egg laying action here soon.
Her ovipositor?
Or whatever you call it.
That's what I was reading, Dragon Lair, but I'm glad you said that to GRB.
And if somebody would, if one of my mods could drop the link to Pam's calendar as well. Little Miss Pam's got a gorgeous calendar out as well. So if y'all haven't picked up Pam's yet, she's also got a cool calendar out.
I did not know that, Alex. I'm excited to hear that. Magnolia wood looks great also, almost like manzanita. Just make sure that the bark's off and that it's sun-dried. That's really cool. Aww. Fishy Biz Aquatics lost his golden dojo lunch male.
Ah.
I'm sorry. I haven't lost anything in the last couple weeks, knock on wood, except for the disappearing fish.
Yeah, we had we've got a couple of people that, you know who I'm thinking if it did happen like that. You probably were telling your sister how valuable they are.
No, they aren't valuable. They're just cool. But I had some koi. I had 4 adults. Now I had lost one female after she dropped the batch of fry. She just was sitting on the bottom. She didn't have anything physically that looked wrong with her at all. She just lost interest in eating, and she would just sit at the bottom, but she had 0 physical signs of anything wrong with her, but she passed away. But then I've had the other 3 adults and a whole bunch of fry in there. And the other 3 adults just disappeared. Like literally one day, they all just disappeared. And I don't know how. It had a lid on it, a tight lid. They're not anywhere on the ground. They didn't jump. The only thing I can think of is I do have a bunch of snails and shrimp in there. So if they did pass, they would have probably been consumed literally overnight. I mean, it would have not taken very long. So, anyway, I have 3 missing fish. I have no idea what happened to them, but a whole tank full of fry.
Yeah, I mean, they had a tight lid on it, so I mean, where did they go? They were there the night before, and now they're gone. So then I had to start second guessing myself. Okay, I drained these things, but that like a week ago, so there's no way that could have been it.
Plus 2, he puts a net over the end of the hose so that we don't suck up, shrimplets and fry and things like that. It's just simply a water change at that point, not that he's sucking any mulm off the bottom or anything. Because with that many bottom feeders and cleaners, you don't really need to anyway. Between the snails and the shrimp and then all the fry, you just don't need to clean anyway. So, yeah, I guess the coastal magnolias in Washington or Oregon are really epic from the wind and foggy mornings. Alex says, that's awesome. Makes me just think I need to go to the beach.
Yeah, dude, I'm really craving the beach right now.
Need to do that.
Welcome to the chat, Indoor Fishing Inside.
Ooh, Rockford Fishing, fish keeping. I'm stoked. I'm now in both the Low Boy and 40 Breeder Club.
Hey, D, how are you?
Yes, Pam has calendars too. Thank you, Candy, for putting that on there. They're $35, which includes shipping. Pre-orders to PayPal. What are you doing?
My face was doing that weird thing again.
Nobody else can see it do that except you, so don't worry about it.
Hey, Susan for SLC Aquatics, good to see you. The fish mom is in the house.
So Punchy Paint's calendar is Western and wildlife art. As you've seen, if you guys have seen her work, it's absolutely gorgeous. Super, super beautiful work.
Oh my gosh, Fishy Biz, there's so many options with a 40-gallon breeder. But
I'm going to put an axolotl in mine.
yeah, the one we have is going to have an axolotl. But if I had a 40-gallon breeder, I would probably put some sort of jellyfish. I would probably either do Similis or Multifasciatus. Unless you already have jellyfish, then that wouldn't be fun. What does the chat think? What should Fishy Biz put in his tank? 40-gallon breeder. What's some good ideas? No, Brian, at Pepling Creeks, I haven't been partaking in any local mushrooms.
Oh, did you hear about that passing?
Oh.
Yeah.
No, if I took local mushrooms like that, I promise you, I probably wouldn't be doing this street.
So I used to live by a cow pasture when I was growing up, my teenage years. And the big thing was really funny because my house overlooked a great big cow pasture. We'd get out there at night with binoculars and we'd watch all the rest of the teenagers go running around hunting in the cow patties for mushrooms.
I like Rockford Fish Keeping's thinking, humpback lemia. I got those myself. Those are fun for a 40-gallon. And of course, Pam said I would put fish in it. And Indoor Fishing Inside says the largest school of fish possible in a 40-gallon. I like your thinking there, sir or ma'am. Not sure what you are.
I am so sorry to hear that, Alex. He had his 8 striped bars on him die last night.
Oh,
all other species in his tanks are fine, but 7 of the 15 are dead overnight.
That's not good.
Yeah.
I hate when people lose that many at once.
And then you're just wondering what happened.
I always think it's the difference in pH. Usually, is what I think when you're going from one to the other like that.
Oh, Dragon Larry, I agree. I love feather fins. They're so cool.
No Pacu there, Rockford. I think that might outgrow that rather quickly.
It'll outgrow everything. Yeah, that's quickly.
And Anthony T says, Rockford, you might want to put water in that 40. BJ Palmer in the house. Good to see you, BJ.
Man. Atkins Nature Aquarium says, if I had a 40 breeder, I'd do purple gudgeons.
Yeah, purple gudgeons are cool.
Yeah.
I like Alex's thinking too. He said 50 neocardinia shrimp, 70 gobies, 15 pandaloches, and some micro rasboria.
How's that for being extremely specific?
Yeah, and your old slimy rocks, and watch the gobies play in the pig pile.
That sounds like so much fun. That sounds like a total blast. I really liked that super specific answer too. That just makes me crack up.
And Chewy says a small Congo cichlid.
I have several of those.
Yes, they're a great fish.
Yeah.
Similis.
So Kenny, we only have 6 minutes left. Just
what?
So
Hey, you know what? Now that I think about it, has anybody seen Griff tonight? Is he going tonight? I have not seen that guy today.
Well, you should text him and find out.
I'm looking right now. All I got to do is look.
So if we went to the beach, we'd want to probably go to the river right next down to the beach and collect some sticklebacks really quick while we're down there.
Yes. I am so game for that.
And Rockford Fish Keeping. Yes, electric blue car would fit in a 40 breeder very well. Although I have to say, we'd been keeping a bunch of our blue Acara in, and they were getting decent size in kind of like about a 40-gallon tank. But Ken ended up putting them in the 105, and he went just completely, just completely like grew 2 inches overnight.
Yeah, he is going tonight, so he will put the
Griffin's Fish Room is in there.
There he is. Hey, Griffin, good to see you. And I already know the answer. You will be going tonight. So
Dragon Lair says Griff's been here since the beginning, Kenny.
I'm sorry, guys. Kenny E is a little off tonight.
He actually has not been feeling good today.
Yeah, I've been up since 3:30 this morning and wasn't able to get back to sleep.
And he's got super dark circles under his eyes. I don't know if y'all can see that, but I told him this earlier. Ken, you look completely terrible. He's like, thanks, Danielle.
Yeah, right before we're going on our stream. Thanks, hon. Love you.
Well, just these circles under his eyes. I mean, they're just so dark. So.
Nice. Yeah, they're a cool fish. Rockford Fish Keeping.
Yeah, we love our blue Acaras. But I'm kind of wondering if these guys behind us are they gonna breed, or are they just gonna hang out the way they are just because of my water not being soft enough? Herbs, Kenny?
I wish.
Oh. Chattanooga says, wow, it is good that he's blurry tonight.
Thanks, Ed.
But I don't know if you all can see this, but look at those dark circles under his eyes. He doesn't. It looks like somebody popped him in the eyes.
Yeah, it's starting to get into that flu season now. So, I mean,
I don't think he has the flu.
I usually get it early in the year, and then I'm good the rest of probably 5 more years down the road. I think it's the time change, too, messes with you.
Oh, no, I didn't know he passed away today.
Who did?
It's sad. One of the best Canadian journalists and TV hosts passed away. I didn't know he died. That's so sad. Alex Trebek. Now what's Jeopardy going to do?
Steve Harvey will probably do that one next.
Rockford Fish Keeping. Kenny, did you lose a fight with Danny over not taking the garbage out?
Yeah. Yeah, she got me.
You know, what's funny is
it's because this is what happens when I don't stop the truck for Mongolian leaves right here.
Oh, Uncle Fester, Kenny E. That's what it looks like. That's exactly what it looks like. Uncle Fester.
There. Now I look like Fester. Ken Jennings is going to be the host. Okay.
I don't know who that is. I am so out of the loop but see, then again, I don't know many people's names.
Now, Roxy, it's funny that you would say that because somebody was giving me a hard time earlier saying that I should have you on our show. I won't even be on it. And they said it should just you and Danny should sit and giggle all the whole stream.
Yes, I remember hearing that.
Yeah, she has an awesome laugh too.
Oh no, now they're getting all riled up. Anyway, Kenny at 7.
Oh. All right, guys. I've lost track of time as always.
They say that, Ken, with your hood, you look like Chancellor from Star Wars, the Sith Lord.
Ah. Well, guys, I appreciate all. I want to thank my mods for all your hard work. I appreciate you guys. Couldn't do it without you, and I definitely could not do it with all of you people that come every week for us. We appreciate it. And I want to say thank you to all my super chatters and super stickers. I appreciate that. And I will just send you all over to Griffin Fish Room. We'll just do hashtag Magnolia, I guess is what we'll put. Since it's so exciting to Danny. Anyway, guys, we sure appreciate you. We'll look forward to see. What is so funny?
Because like Foxy Fishy said, no words were spoken during the stream, just giggles. All right.
Alex says he wants Joe Pesci to be the new host. Oh, man, you guys are too much. All right, guys, I don't want to eat up on good old Griff stream. I appreciate you all. Thank you so much for coming. And we appreciate
everybody.
you. Much love, guys. Peace out.
And love your fish.
And don't forget to love your fish. You guys have a great week. We look forward to seeing you next week. Have a great night.
Thanks.